Okay. Hello? Alright, there we go. Cool. Let's see if this game's any good. I want to get a good example. Fighter stage. I don't know if that's the one I want to go for. Check this one. I love Slippy for having stuff like this. I mean, not Slippy, if it's illegal. I love this recording that I made personally. Okay, it looks like I was just trying to BM. I don't know if that's helpful. Yoshi story. Okay, let's see what this is.
Ready? Go!
Alright, I think this would be a good one. We'll get my point across. Okay. Cool. Alright. I have one viewer, so it's probably time to start. I'm gonna try to make this one quicker than the Falco one. I realize the Falco one's super long, but I also realize that Falco takes a lot of talking about for me personally. It's one of the, I guess it's because it's a matchup I know really well, so I can talk about it for a long time. Falcon I'm not as experienced with in comparison to Falco because I used to play hours and hours of Doc Falco on Yoshi's. So I'm going to be talking about how I fight Captain Falcon today. And again, just to reiterate, this is my thought process. I'm trying to explain my thought process in this matchup, not the percents, not the the definitive way to play. I'm just letting you have a little insight into my head about my game plan, and it's my hope that my game plan helps you formulate your own game plan. So Captain Falcon is considered one of Doc's harder matchups by a lot of people, and I can totally see why. We call it air wobbling, or a lot of people do. Is just Falcon's up air can really keep you up in the air for a long time, and I think Doc generally struggles coming back down from the ground, which makes him fall prey to a lot of juggling. So like Falcon and Marth in particular, especially on small stages, can just really keep you in the air, and that can be tough. Um, Overall, just like the up air punish to knee, different, just like Falcon can get a lot off of one hit. And because Falcon's punish game is so strong and Doc is so small, it can be a really scary thing. Me personally, I don't mind this matchup. It can be very scary. Um, and playing good Falcons, it's like, okay, got to be real careful. But there are some general things that I go for every time I face a Captain Falcon that I want to share with you today. And hopefully it helps you not feel so overwhelmed with this character and helps you maximize your tools. I think Doc's punish game on Falcon is very, very strong. And if you can learn how to just maximize Doc's punish game on Falcon, you'll have a much simpler time um, just cleaning out stocks. So how do I approach this matchup? I think I play this matchup a lot more aggressively than I do with Falco, because you can't camp as well. I'm a really campy player, so that's how I kind of think of it. It's like this matchup doesn't allow me to camp. Um, Pills are not something you want to do very much because Falcon is so fast, and pretty much every single hitbox he has in the air will cut right through a pill. The only time I use pills is if he's dash dancing in the corner on a very large stage. So on Yoshi's, I might do a few pills here and there, but they're rare, and we'll probably see that they're bad habits rather than like smart choices most of the time. So because you can't use pill as effectively, you're gonna have to be in the fray a bit more. Um, Falcon thrives off his dash dance and his ability to just overshoot and just run you over. So your goal is to keep Falcon contained, or I should say, my goal. My goal is to keep Falcon contained in a box because, just from my experience, just messing around with Falcon as like a not as a strict secondary, but just for fun. Um, Once you get Falcon and Shield, it's really scary. Um, because you just want to be able to move around and do what you want. You want to be able to dash dance around up and down and jump and whatnot. So if you can keep Falcon pressured and contained, makes your life so much easier. Um, and what does Doc have as a strength? It's his edge guarding. I think that's Doc's number one quality is his edge game and then his grab punish game. So both of these definitely come into play in this matchup. So, if I see my opponent, he's booting up, he's going to be playing Captain Falcon. What are the things that come into my head? Um, First thing that comes into my head is he going to run and nair at me instantly? Like, is he going to immediately try to jump at me? Um, and the Falcons that jump at you immediately, there's a very easy answer to that problem, um, and that is called up tilt. And we will probably see that as we start. So like let's just take a look here. This is a set that I found. I don't know how great it is, but again, this is just to show my purposes, not a match analysis.
Ready, go!
Okay, that pill worked. Oh, look at look at Doc's head. I love this frame right here. It's so funny to me. Okay, so how I'm going to do this, and I realize this might be the easiest way to talk about this, is as situations come up, I'll explain my thought process. Um, Falcon can do a lot of aerials safe on shield, and this is a number one problem I see with a lot of Doc mains in general. Um, Not just to this matchup, is feeling like you can get a free shield grab or an up B cancel right after something happens. That's often not the case, and depending on how good the player is that you're fighting against, they're going to do safe stuff on shield. So knee to jab is a very common option. And so what I did here is I rolled away because as soon as the knee hit, I didn't want to risk to think, oh, did he do that poorly on shield? Do I have time to do this or that? I just chose to roll. So one thing you need to be looking out for is every time Falcon hits your shield, with a knee or a stomp or a spaced aerial. Like you can tell if Falcon does like a neutral air and he's like all the way inside your shield, like of course grab it, like go for it. But especially stomp and knee, it's very tricky to call that out on reaction for me personally. And so that's something to look out for. The jab will probably come right after, and then it's kind of like you play Spaceys where you're guessing, does he do another aerial? If you treat jab kind of like the shine of Captain Falcon, so it's like he'll do aerial jab, and will he do a grab? Will he do another aerial? What's the timing on that aerial? So those are the things you're going to start looking for. Um, a really common one I see with Falcons, it's knee jab to late knee. They're trying to get you to grab after the jab. Me, I just don't want to deal with that, so I just ran away. Think you can squeeze in and up be canceled after the jab. Someone can fact check me on that. Me personally, in this matchup, because Falcon's punish game is so strong off of like one hit, I prefer rolling. And if that starts getting punished, well then yeah, you need to change up your game. But I try to like not be in shield too much, so because there's a better option to deal with aerials than shield. So that running stomp is probably Falcon's go-to. He wants to catch you with the stomp, and he's going to run back and grab. That's a really common thing to look out for. Falcon will do an aerial dash back grab. If it hits, there's not much you can do. You're kind of just stuck in hit stun land. But if you shield it, don't go for like the immediate reaction punish, because expect that they're going to turn around and grab you. Foxes do this too a lot, where they'll like drill past you and then turn around and grab. Falcons do this too, so he'll probably grab me here. Oh, he sucks. Never mind. Oh, but that nair was perfect. So he overshot the nair, and I reacted to it like a bozo, and he turned around and grabbed me. So that's a very common Falcon thing to happen. Now, while I'm in grab here, it's very important that as much as you want to DI in or DI like up and in, don't do it. Like you really, especially at low percents, you gotta DI so far away. And that might be a very uncomfortable thing for you at first, because it's scary to feel like I'm getting hit off stage. I'm scared that I'm going to die off this. It's a game of, do I input survival DI for the knee or combo DI for the up air? And you got to make those decisions really quickly. More often than not, though, you're going to be DIing hard away and down as much as you can so you get out of that combo, which I did here. Another common thing is if Falco misses, he'll just come back. Or if Falcon misses, he'll just come right back. And here is the bread and butter of the matchup right here. This frame, if you're a Doc player, I want you to stare at this frame until it becomes so ingrained in your soul that this is the matchup right here. Look at that fist. Look how, ooh, this is good stuff. This is what we want. So, unfortunately for us as Doc players, all of Falcon's aerials beat everything we have for the most part. Like, in my experience, there's nothing that's going to challenge this except maybe like the invincible head hitbox of up smash or something really laggy. Up tilt, however, is the one move that's going to cut through all of that. You'll get a trade or straight up beat it. And so treat it kind of like Falco does up tilt as an anti-air to Falcon. Your up tilt is just not just as good, but it's pretty good in this matchup. So like be using that up tilt. Use the up tilt to catch Falcon approaching. And if you do this early on, you can get some sweet stuff going off. Yo, what's good, Vermil? Does it seem like up tilt stuffs most of Falcon's approaches? Yes, it does, and it's amazing. And at low percents, you could probably get a grab off this. Like you up tilt, he's gonna be a hit stun. You get a grab, jab down smash. This is how you're going to deal with Falcon most of the time. So, very common thing for me to do is be in the position, and I'll probably show the spacing later, where I'm kind of in the position where the only thing Falcon's able to do is approach me. He doesn't have the spacing to really overshoot well, and I'm not going to approach him, so him undershooting doesn't do anything. But it's me safeguarding myself. If I am expecting Falcon to run through, I'm going to up tilt. That's the plan. See? Up tilt again. You try to run in with the Nair, ledge dash up tilt, so good in this matchup. Happy New Year, buddy. Thank you, Vermil. Hope you're doing well, man. I do the up tilt to jab grab just to make sure it strings together because I don't think you can crouch cancel that. And now here's where your combo game comes in. And now these are the little tricks of the trade as a dock main. You do have a chain grab. I forget exactly where it starts. It probably starts around this percent. But I noticed from like 0 to 15 or so, like you're not going to be able to get the chain grab. Here's what you can do. You can up throw to jab and re-grab. You can get out of this if the Falcon is aware that the jab is coming and he can buffer a roll to get away. But then that's just another mix-up where you can kind of read where the next roll is. More often than not, though, you can get like 2 or 3 of those. It's insane. So especially on FD, if you get a grab and you're like, shoot, I'm not at the percent to chain grab yet, I can grab, up throw, jab, re-grab, up throw, jab, re-grab. I usually go for 2 of those, and then I have enough percent. If they're not mashing, like you could probably squeeze in a couple like headbutts in there too, and then start your chain grab. At this percent, with platforms and stuff, I think platform tech chasing Falcon is awesome because he doesn't really have a good immediate option like Falco does, like we talked about last time, where I'm very hesitant to tech chase Falco because of the wake up shine. Like you could just move really quickly. His tech is really fast. Falcon's spot dodge is atrocious, and so it's not an option that Falcon will do very much. And I find it's much easier to kind of navigate the tech chase on platforms with Falcon. Let's see what happens here. So right there was an example of I do the up throw, he kind of does a slight DI, and then this is another thing where you just kind of have to like intuitively think, is on this next throw, is he going to DI to a platform? I predicted that he would, and so I did the up smash because I just wanted to get the most bang for my buck pretty much, and now he's going to go up to top platform. I jump up there, I jab re-grab just to cover. I missed my my stuff there. Shield dropping is very good in this matchup. Shield dropping is very good. If you don't know how to shield drop well, like you should learn that. But I'm sure most people in today's meta know how to do that. When I started, I did this. Use the pill here to cover the ledge, because if he's invincible, or if he loses his invincibility, I can do the pill stage spike. That little cheese is great. However, he could have like, again, I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see. He could back air me here through the pill. So another reminder, guys, you have to be very careful with your pills in every matchup when you're coming down, because sometimes you can just fight right through it and there's nothing you can do. Oh, Randall came in. And, you know, sometimes you're bad. So that time I read Falcon jumping up here. You can do the instant double jump back air. That was an interesting choice. I think I was going for a trade here with the Nair, because that's I'm not gonna win priority, but I can maybe trade with an up air or a Nair that Falcon does, and that gets him off stage. Look at that. Look at that up tilt. Told you it's good, guys. Stomp is common. That's a common one. Okay, so the Raptor boost, you gotta be really careful, because sometimes or the issue with Raptor boost is that when he does it, he actually tucks back a little bit. So he actually steps away from where he's at and then reaches forward. So often I'll have the spacing correctly, but then the Raptor boost ducks him away and I miss the grab or something. So luckily with a lot of B moves, like they're very punishable if you're ready for it. Raptor boost is not a super safe option, but you get a lot of bang for your buck. Pretty sure Doc had an extra finger in the up tilt frame. I believe it. That Raptor boost can sneak away. So if you're noticing that Falcon is doing the Raptor boost a lot, remember that spacing, that you might have to like overshoot a little bit more. And honestly, if you just shield it or just run away, you can get a nasty punish off of it. Drill was risky here, but I knew his spacing was bad. Most people in general aren't ready for you to drill. Like they don't understand that like you can like auto combo out of it. So I like to try to drill behind them. So even if they do CC it and try to attack forward, they're gonna miss. This guy, I don't know. He's a little rat. I felt safe doing those pills because I recognize that he's just kind of chilling in the corner. He's not actually trying to attack me. He thinks he can kind of like play defensively. So I feel safe. If he's on the retreat and he's trying to stay in that corner, I feel comfortable throwing it to you. Okay, so this is a common one. I went for the up tilt there and hit his shield, and you stomped out a shield. Stomp and knee out of shield. I say stomp, knee, and nair are really common out of shield. So you kind of have to get ready for the stomp out of shield. It's a very common option. So you're not like super safe on shield. Be careful with that. Start playing melee against. Very cool, man. Yeah. So right now, Vermil, I'm doing a series for Dr. Mario mains, just kind of explaining my thought process on how I play. So there might be some benefit to this too. You can just hear how I think about the game. I went for the up tilt there, but the spacing was off. You got the nair. I don't know what he was thinking there. Shouts to Donnie. If you watch this later. Okay, so this is kind of important. I got the edge hog here, but look, let's step back a little bit. So the reason I go so high here, it looks kind of stupid because he's so low, but I didn't know he was gonna fast fall. I learned this from an Armada video. He did like an analysis versus Falco. I forget what character. It might have been with Doc actually, because he was doing like sub analysis. Falcon loses to the on the edge if you are above him. So Falcon's recovery is not good. We know that. It's very linear. You can hit him, and he pokes above the ledge here. So like, your cape is really good because it's hard for him to sweet spot. I don't even know if it's possible. The only thing Falcon has on us is the drift. He can drift back or drift forward to make it kind of ambiguous. The surefire way to deal with this is if you're above him, you're able to drift with him. So no matter where he goes, you can kind of cover him. If Falcon is above you, let's say he's up here for some reason, he's super high in the air. You're gonna have to commit to an option. If you're above him, he is at the will of like wherever you're positioned, and your back air is pretty big, and your cape is huge, so you can always cover that. And so what I did is I jumped really high at the position where I think his double jump would have maxed out. So like his up B, was predicting would be like right here, and that gave me enough time to drift the platform, fast fall the ledge, which is what I ended up doing because he dropped low. And I barely get it, but that's my thought process behind edge guarding Falcon. You always want to be above with your back turned, because then you could do back air and then you could do cape. So that's edge guarding 101. It's very simple. Again, sniping double jump is amazing, and there's a counterplay to it. So we'll see if it comes up again later, and if not, I'll cover it because it's super important. Or he quits out because he's angry. This is a shorter clip. That's really funny, actually. Yeah, let me find one more. Let's find another game. If you're a Doc man, you know this song and dance. I'm in spaces in my hands. Can I handle it? I'm either thinking Chic, Puff, or Peach. Peach can be kind of tough on your hands. I mean, I think that not as tough as Fox, but like something to consider for Mill. Like the double jump cancel stuff. Oh man, alright. I apologize. I should have vetted that clip. Here we go. We have bomb. See how this goes. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Ready?
Oh, FD. Okay, so this would be cool because I think it gives me more space to show him what I'm talking about. caught his nair there. That was really risky, but I got it. So that was bad DI. You see how I DI'd like in? Okay, here's a really common Falcon mistake that you can punish really hard or just like not die from. So if Falcon misses a knee here, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna like queue up the back air for the counter attack. I was ready for it, but he was also ready for it because he's good. He rolled away. But that's something to notice. Like if Falcon misses a knee, anticipate the bear. Like don't counter attack because he'll just get hit. If you wait it out, sometimes you can back air him and then you're in an edge guard situation. So be ready for that. So that Raptor boost is really good because I was anticipating the flow of the flow of the match, where I was like, oh, he's gonna do an aerial now. But the Raptor boost is a nice stutter step, and it pulled back, and I got hit by it. See, if they do an aerial, they'll try to do another aerial to cover themselves. Up tilt again. I literally just stood in the center of stage and up tilted like 3 times. I should have down throwed here. That was probably antsy because this guy was kind of good. So again, every time you get a grab, if you have the time, check your percent and see what you're able to do. Because at 90, I could have down thrown up to 110, and then that's up at 110%. You can up throw fair, and it's guaranteed. If he has bad DI here, I'll probably get it, but nope. See, this was all because I panicked. So check your percents. If I got the down throw to the up throw, I could have had the whole stock lead. How does Doc's bear match versus Falcon's bear? Will they trade? It's not really worth doing, in my opinion. Usually when Falcon's using bear, is like he's doing it on the runaway, like he's running away defensively, like throwing the bear out or trying to wall you. So you having your back towards it, like it's not ideal. For me personally, I don't really try to approach with bear very much. It's more of a defensive thing. So if you're good at it, go for it. I don't do that. That tournament winner. I was surprised he made the back. So when Falcon full hops like that, I'm usually just waiting for that. Like if he doesn't immediately like start up an aerial, I'm already looking to like snipe the double jump. Okay, so right here, when he's doing this little hack stash dealio, a really cheesy things Falcons sometimes do is they'll do like the hashtag, goodness, hack stash, and then like be up here and then nair. None does it a lot, and I think S2J does it a lot too. So that's a spacing just to be aware of. I like to respect Falcon here, because his legs are long, and if he clips you, he gets a grab, and it's just like ah. So I like to keep my distance here. And worst case scenario, like, or best case scenario, he like comes down right about here, and I get a grab or something. See, he did it right there. I just mistimed it, but that was that little option I was talking about. And a Raptor boost, nice. I caught him slipping. So a lot of Falcons will do this too. It's kind of similar to what Falcons do, where they shine full hop away. Falcons try to anticipate you rushing in by like full hopping or doing a double jump fade back, and with a knee often. They're trying to catch you coming in, and that could be really dangerous. So when Falcon's full hopping, you kind of have to respect it. You really have to gauge when it's safe to come in. Don't just be like, all right, now he's in the air, I want to hit him, because he's looking for that. So just be aware of that. A common mistake with Falcons is they get greedy. They try to be all cool, Mr. Cool Guy. So this is an example where Falcon just got greedy. He went out, used a jump, and I just back aired him. This happens more often than you think. You can actually like cheat games with this. So please be aware of that. If Falcon gets greedy, you can jump over him, back air, completely reverse the situation, and cape them. All that was all because he got greedy, and he's dying at 26%. That's a huge reversal in terms of the pacing of the match. And this happens more than you think. Trust me. Like, you might be like, well, he's just bad. That decision was bad, but like, people, I've played so many Falcons. I do this all the time. That's something to consider. If he's out there, sometimes double jumping over him, if you have the space to back air, puts him in a bad spot. Another stomp out of shield. I wasn't ready for it, but see what I was talking about. That drill was clutch. That will probably trade with up air if he did it correctly. But that's like that's your defensive tool. It's your coming down tool. Like, sometimes you can use cape if you're high enough to mix up your timing. Saving your double jump, using drill. Those are all ways that you can kind of like scrap to get to the ground. So with Falcon's dash dancing here, remember what I was saying about, like, this is like the only time I use pills. Because he's over here, he's not going to be able to hit me. So, like, I feel safe. And then, this will only happen in rollback land. This won't happen in, like, an actual match. And this is actually where it ends. Because people are entitled to how you play the game. So, which is really funny because he was really good. Like, it was a close game, and he was, I don't know, you get angry because, like, I don't know, people just get mad. A lot of rage quits, dude. I've had 7 in a row before. I think that's my record, 7 in a row. Sometimes within the first 20 seconds, first couple of hits of the game, people just get angry. All the civility of real life melee goes out the window on rollback. I'm very thankful there's not a chat. But yep, he was like, I'm not feeling that. So let's see. It's probably like, let me just find an edge situation. Because realistically, like, those are the main things I'm looking for. I guess the one other one, let's see, I'm actually gonna look for one more. With platforms. Here.
Ready?
Imagine if it was voice chat. Dude, actually, I think people would be much nicer in voice chat. I don't think melee people have the confidence to, like, Call of Duty trash talk. Especially if you're super nice to them. They'll be like, oh, It's like when you meet lame players in real life, quote unquote lame players, and you're like, wait, this dude's so nice. Like, I remember I met Kid Boogie, a Nice Climbers player, back at Hour 9 years ago. And, like, I don't hate Ice Climber players, for the record, but, like, people always complain about Kid Boogie and how he plays the game. Dude's like one of the nicest, like, people I've talked to at, like, a melee tournament that I didn't know. I was like, oh, he's so friendly. It's like, how can you be mad? Like, how can you be mad at this guy? Okay, so that's a classic, like, Marth dash dance around the nair. That still works here. Remember, Falcon can try to cover that with a jab, but dash dance with punishing is still good. It's still good. So right there, I was seeing if I can get a double jump early. Because at this percent, like, he's probably not going to kill you. And if you get that back air, then you could get a stock within the first 7 seconds of the game. Crouch cancel, still good. See, that's that little wave dash deal that I was talking about. Like, just don't fall for that. Like, let him just hang out in the corner. As long as you keep pressure that he's still in the corner, it's fine if he, like, gets to the platform. See, that was a bad pill. A very common one, this happens in a lot of matchups, but Falcon especially will try to shield drop up air. So just be spacing for that, like I did here. I anticipated him falling through. That full hop back air is a really common one from Falcon. Look at that again. So right here, this is Falcon's wall. This is his technique to wall you out. As the auto cancel back air or full hop right here. So this spacing with most characters as Doc, you're gonna have to be really wary of the wall here. So I was ready for it. I was like, I'm backing away, and I punish him for it. Stomp to dash away, very common. All right, see, this is a perfect example as I am above him right here. Because there's nothing Falcon can do here to win, especially at this percent. Like if you can get Falcon here, you should win every time. So when I'm thinking about fighting Falcon, my game plan is to always end up at this spot. You want to get the game to here, because that's when you have the most tools, and Falcon just sucks here. Are most people you run into in rollback newish players, or is it a mixed bag? It's hard to say, man. I've been playing for what, 7 years. This is not like I don't know. There's a lot of people that play melee, dude. So like, I get a range. I get people that like, I had a Roy 3 stock me, and I was like, dang. And then I've had like some people that like looked like they just picked up the controller. So you'll always find someone you can beat on rollback, and you will find a lot of people that will probably beat you too. So I consider myself a mid-level player. So like, I beat a good amount of people that come through until you run into like a pro. Like I ran into Cactuar, and he gave me the hands. It was red. So that back air, yep. So staying above Falcon is the way. Okay, that forward air is to try to catch him dashing away. That's a really good option too, because you can't crouch cancel forward air really well if he's dashing away. He has to be already holding down, I think. So in this matchup especially, Falcon's not going to be able to like kill you off like a back air or something like that. So like him dashing away, if you catch him like doing an aerial and trying to run away from you, you can chase him all the way to the corner with a forward air, and then maybe even down smash after that, and you're already at the edge. And it's like, wow, I'm already in this position to like get a stock. This is the jab thing I was talking about. Okay, I'm respecting him because I think he's gonna do this little doohickey. So again, even being above here with the back air is a good strategy too. Up tilt. I read that roll. That's a panic roll. If Falcon's in shield here, I usually try to read the roll. Or most people, but especially Falcons, because this roll's fast and he doesn't have a good, like, really fast options out of shield. One thing I just noticed is I usually start on the platform if there's a platform here, because this already gives me the added height, so I can adjust better to staying above him. So that might be something you want to try when Falcon's off stage. Get on the platform first, and then you can kind of see, he couldn't do anything there. That dare again, trying to catch him coming in. Whiff punish. Up B cancels because it's cute. I waited. Okay, so this is the mix up here. This is really important. So I waited for him to counterattack, and then I hit him with back air. So this is a very, very common scenario right here. Because I'm in the business of trying to snipe his double jump, so he's forced to do his bad recovery, which I can back air and cape, and it like pretty much guarantees a kill. The counterplay for Falcon here is that he wants to aerial and trade with you to get back, or just outright beat you. So Falcons will nair or knee to try to beat you doing the back air. So what the game becomes then is you waiting out that option. And if you can do that, like, it's going to really demoralize the Falcon because it really is a 50-50. And if you can get a read on it, like, ooh, it's good stuff. So I waited it out because I saw the technical ability of this guy and I just considered, like, okay, he's probably the type of player that's going to anticipate me doing this. So he's going to try to counterattack. And that's the reason I did it. If I feel like the Falcon isn't very good, they're probably not even thinking about that option. So I'm going to do the back air. And then my thing is, like, keep doing it until it doesn't work anymore. And then if you feel like it's not working, well, then wait out the aerial because they're going to try to make that mix up on you. So that's another. This is a very important situation. I whiffed the cape because I suck, but that should have been a kill. And that's the air wobble. Ledge dash up tilt, dude. So good. I got to grab off that. So ledge dash up tilt messes with his flow. I jumped there to anticipate doing a back air. If he tried to aerial on stage, he chose to grab ledge, which is probably the better option for him. But that's why I did that jump there. I did that jump waiting for the snipe, but he did a good move. That's another sneaky option you can do, is a tournament winner and get up to the platform. Probably not super much in this matchup because Falcon's fast, but in the Peach matchup, do this all the time. See, I waited for the knee, got the back air. I can't cape for the life of me for some reason, but I'm going to trust that you're better than me and you would have gotten that cape. So functionally, this game should have been over like by now, but here we are. Oh, he tried to space for it, and I hit him with the Tobes, but he's ready for the counterattack. Yeah, it's just tough luck. All right. Also, when you're on the Angel platform, you can look at your percents and be like, what's a good thing I should think about doing? This percent, it's like, I really want to grab. But we hit him with the Tobes. I've missed 3 capes this match. I don't know what. I was tripping. But here we are. So that nair I did because I anticipated the trade. So sometimes at high percents, dude, just go for the trade. Like I think nair will trade with a lot of stuff, and I'm up, so I'm not tripping. Like I'll just get him off stage, go to the platform, so I'm above him. Boom. That's edge guarding, baby. So that's how that works. What do you find is the best way to get around Falcon repeatedly using Bear while you are on the ledge? So that's what I was talking about, the wall. So this is just the mid-tier life. You're gonna have to deal with that with Falco and Falcon and Fox. You kind of have to gauge where he's gonna drift. So the auto cancel, you're not gonna be able to punish that. So part of it is recognizing what you are able to do and what you're not able to do. And that's one of the toughest things in Melee, is stuff looks like you should be able to get away with hitting them or doing what you want, but a lot of times it's deceptive. And what Falcon wants you to think is like, oh, I can run in now because he did his move and now I can attack. And Falcon's like, nope. I say if you're already on the ledge, you do have invincibility, so you can maximize your ledge dash options. You could do ledge dash, full hop double jump, or full hop up air. That's something you could do. Ledge dash up tilt, or just get on stage. And that, like, there are just different ways that you can get off the ledge to try to mix up his timing. When he does the full hop, if you have the spacing to run in, do it, but you have to recognize that it looks a little deceiving. Like it's probably going to hit. So it's tough, but you need to be really patient. Be patient and know what he's looking for. He's looking for you to run in and get hit with it. So if you keep that in your brain and know that the auto cancel bear is something you can't punish, that will give you a lot of options from there. Really cheesy thing you can do is ledge dash up B if you think you're gonna clip him, because then he can like get hit by the last little coin and then fall, and you can reset the situation. Um, that's a little scary, but it's something you could lab. I do it sometimes, but if they bait it out, then you just get kneed and then. You know. So I hope that helps Pseudo. The wall is tough. I think the hardest thing for Doc is just full hop in general. Full hop is scary, because you can't hit him. It's kind of the floaty killer. So you've got to be really patient and be thinking about drift. Like you need to start thinking more of like, where's he gonna be when he comes down, rather than like, how do I hit him up there? Because a lot of times you just can't hit him, and that's the sad truth of uh, playing a mid tier, dude. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Think about practice your chain grabs, up smash, tech chase on the platforms. Oh, the other thing is sometimes Falcon does like an up air to another up air. That's a common thing to look out for too. So if he does an up air on you, be ready for another aerial. It's a little cheesy thing that they do, so just don't fall for the first one and just wait it out. So also if Falcon's on the edge, he might try to bury you. Space for that. You want to be in a position where like there's nothing he can hit you with here, and you have enough time to get back to stage, or you have enough options to do that. So that's why saving your down B, saving your cape, your double jump, so that you have more stalling time here is really good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really. Cross up air on shield is really good. I didn't do it too much against this guy, but I like to try to keep Falcon in shield and try to read his options out of shield. So like cross up air and then come back for a regrab, or cross up air on shield and then read the roll or an aerial out of shield. I would recommend looking up Fran's videos fighting Falcon. Like the classic is Franz versus Sechi. He probably does some cross up stuff there too. I feel really safe doing the cross up airs in this matchup. Yeah, that's pretty much my thought process against Falcon. Is just like the up tilt stuffs. You want to be above him when he's off stage. Anticipate his little double jump, up air, auto cancel cheesiness, and DI the frick away. And yeah, that's how I fight Captain Falcon. Easier said than done. This is a tough matchup for sure, but you can like I've shown here in some of these games, you can really maximize your ledge punishes. So yeah, much shorter than Falco. If anyone has any questions, now's your chance. I will try to answer them, and then I'll post this to the Doc Discord, and then I'll probably do another one in the future. But yeah, I just started watching some of Fran's matches, and two of the three I've watched so far. Yeah, dude, I'm the self-proclaimed #1 Fran's fan, especially when I was playing competitively. Dude, I lost my voice at Fran's versus Sechi. I'm in the background somewhere, like screaming my head off. I'm also in the Franz versus Westballs one. That's what a lot of people see me in. Yeah, I love Franz. Franz is awesome. We got the team once, and it was so fun. We double dock at a tournament. Of getting like third place. Does Franz still play? Yes, he does. Maybe I don't think he has rollback though, but like he's a top 100 player, dude. Very good. Okay, last chance for questions, and then we'll call it a day. Just trying to time this stream so my rice will be done cooking by the time it's done. So I think good. Thanks again, Tobes. Hey, no problem, dude. This is really fun for me. I'm glad you're benefiting from it. I don't know how many people saw the first one, but I like talking about Melee, and so if it can help one person, it's worth doing. 'Cause yeah, it's fun. play sometime, man. Dude, yeah. If you have rollback for Mill, you have my number. You can text me, and we could get some direct play. I'd be super down. Okay. Well, that does it for how I fight Captain Falcon. I hope it's helpful. In the future, I will probably do Fox next because that's a really common one, or Marth. Probably be the next ones. I'll start with the ones that people know, and then I'm down to talk about some of the weirder ones. Like I can do one on Donkey Kong or Luigi, Pikachu, like that. Okay, you guys have a good one. Happy New Year's, everyone, and goodbye.